God you're here. Come on in, guys. I have some buyers coming through in a bit, but we can have a bit of a chat.
Amazing.
Have a look around. Don't mind me, I'm going to turn some lights on.
Perfect. Thank you for having us. Are you ready for your 30 under 35
I have
questions?
just made the cut, but I will make the most of it while I'm still here, so yes.
That sounds perfect. How's your day been?
Manic, it's Mad Monday, but not complaining, so.
Oh, I love it. What a beautiful property.
This is a beauty. This is one of my best friend's houses, so we've just got this on the market. We're very particular about the showings and the styling, so take it all in while you're here.
I love it. Now, if we could do a step back in time, what did you want to be when you first grew up?
I am really sad. My story is I wanted to be a real estate agent when I was like 15. So my parents were extremely disappointed when I announced that when I was like 14. But I actually started as a school-based traineeship type thing. So I was a receptionist and worked Saturdays from 15, 16.
Oh, I love it. Tell me about your first listing.
My first listing, I showed a buyer through a house and they happened to have a house to sell, and I ended up going up and like signing them up, and then I came back to the office and was like, dropped the paperwork and was like, I'm an agent now. So then that literally, I was just signing up people from then.
I love it. And how do you normally seal the deal in a listing presentation?
I would say I'm like kind of blunt with people. Sealing the deal for me is very much just like asking, are we cool to get going? Or are you happy with everything? You want to have a seat anyway? Have a chat for a little bit.
What is your favourite TV show?
I would definitely say my favourite TV show is Yellowstone. Obviously, a couple others, but that's my always go-to.
And what character would you play?
Beth Dutton every day. That is my soul sister, so.
I can see that. I love it. Whose career inspired you?
I would say I probably get a bit of inspiration from a lot of people, but because I started so young, there wasn't like, apart from someone in my office that I was like chasing, there wasn't really anyone that was like a standout. But now I like network with like anyone and everyone, so just little bits here and there.
That sounds amazing. What's one piece of advice you'd give to your 15-year-old self?
15-year-old self was actually pretty smart to like get into this gig, so it's probably more like keep going and like trust the process, and it actually worked out pretty well for me. But I would say one of my things I would like mention to a lot of people is definitely when you start getting things going, like invest in yourself and your team and like hiring people before you go and get like a sexy car and like worry about the image stuff, like that can come. But if you do, like, it'll just accelerate everything that way.
Oh, I love that advice. What's been your favourite moment of your career so far?
Oh, favourite moment. I mean, COVID is probably like the only answer. And I mean that in the most crazy way, that we just had the most insane sales where you could go, hey, I know you'd like $850 for your house, like how about 1.5? Like it was just manic. I remember open homes having like 95 people lined up on the footpath and having like witches cones out and everyone was like filming. So that was like pretty crazy.
Absolutely.
Once in a lifetime.
And do you have a secret weapon for success?
I mean, Red Bull would probably come to mind for me personally. That would probably be my secret ingredient every day.
What are you finding you're listening to at the moment?
No, my playlist is literally like 19 different genres. So I don't have like, it really is dependent on my mood. I can go anything from like old school to like crazy rap or like metal, like everything.
Oh, perfect. And where do you get your news?
My news is definitely TikTok, maybe a bit of Instagram, but like definitely a TikTok girl.
I'm the same, don't worry. If you could spend the day with anyone in the world, who would it be?
Oh God, I would say like cheesy as it, probably just like my kids. They're at a really fun age where everything is like kind of like crazy, but very fun, and just like the stories and the stuff that comes out of it, it's very enjoyable at the moment.
I love it. And you are a master in real estate. What's one thing that you would love to master outside of real estate?
Oh gosh, there's like a million things I love to master. I actually have like a real keen passion for like houses and homewares, and I've like considered opening like a homeware sort of store before, but I'd love to eventually like go to building houses and selling them or doing some sort of development.
Perfect. And do you prefer text, call, or email?
Definitely text would be my preference, and followed by phone. Email is strictly like to-do list.
What sets you apart from your competition, do you think?
I would say like my team structure is probably a little bit unique, and the way we like, you know, go about our time management, being part of a really, really big office and a really big business is probably a little bit unique, especially for the area.
Perfect. What's the last thing you purchased?
I could not even tell you that. Again, I am like adding to cart like while I'm standing here. So yeah, you name it, I buy everything on the run. I never go to a shop. I'm just constantly like, if I need something, I'm adding it.
Now, I know you're on the go all the time, but do you have a favorite way to relax?
Relax is kind of a very tricky word for me. That's certainly something we're hoping to get better at, but I just love being at home. Like, I am very funny about my space and like being with my candles and my lamps and my artwork and like, no, just being at home and being with my kids.
Perfect. Now, I know you recently traveled. What's the next place you're traveling to?
Honestly, we just got back from the conference in Port Douglas and I would love to take the kids there. I think that's like definitely the next thing I'm gonna book, but travel probably was like about to be a big thing before COVID hit. So I'm getting back in the zone of like booking that sort of time off.
Oh, you need to, you deserve it. If I was a young or aspiring agent, what's the most useful piece of advice you could give?
The first couple of years are like really hard, lots of hours, maybe not making the money you want to make, but if you do it right, then you are like building yourself as a business. And then once you go out on your own, like the world is your oyster. So don't expect it to be sexy and fun every day. Don't expect it to be a job where you literally think it's the right thing for you every day. Just like persevere and don't see anything else as an option, and then it'll work.
Absolutely love it. What's your favorite hobby? And do you have one?
I don't know that I have a great hobby. I mean, at the moment I'm about to start building a house, so like that is an extremely time-consuming hobby. But no, I just like live and breathe anything to do with like houses and lifestyle and yeah, all that kind of fun stuff.
Now, I saw your recent costume for Halloween. This relates to that. If you could
Okay.
have any superpower, what would it be?
Okay, I actually would go like more of the genie vibe, like maybe do the 1,000 wishes so you don't, you know, like no limitations. That would probably be my go-to.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. I never pictured that. What's a place in your area that you love to visit when you need a break?
That is an interesting one. Honestly, I'm probably not even in the area. If I need a break, I'm going home. I'm like, my dream would literally be once my house is built that I'm not leaving again. I'm gonna get like literally agoraphobia and not open the door except to the delivery man. That is my goal. I'll just work from home forever. Doesn't really work for real estate, but we'll deal with that then.
That's okay. Yeah, different step. What's been your biggest career learning?
Oh, learning. I would say a lot of that's probably to do with managing staff, because really like a lot of people can sell houses, but whether your career kind of takes off like comes down to how you are with people internally and how you are like actually running a business. So a lot of the learnings would be more about like, yeah, just running staff and how to like structure a business and how to make like really tough decisions.
Perfect. And that leads me to my last question.
Okay, good.
What excites you the most about real estate?
I would say like the absolute unlimited growth and like opportunity factor. Like there is just no limitations, like nothing else where you can decide how much you want to make or your hours or who you work with or where you work. Like we just have so much control and freedom, and given I've not really ever done much more of another job, it's kind of a little bit to kind of think what other people have, but it's just like the most crazy freedom and it is like a hell of a ride in every way, so.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
I'm going to give you a brochure. You're going to have to take these with you anyway, but take these and we'll catch up another time.
You might see me at the auction.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks.